Welcome to the Active Kids Show. I'm going to take some time to get on my little stool here. It's super tall, and I'm not super tall. Welcome to the Active Kids Show. I hope you're doing well. I would love to hear about your week, how it's going. Go to the comment section, talk about your week. Was it good? Was it bad? And why was it good or bad? And if it's bad, I would love to encourage you. I'd love to pray for you guys. I had a great week. We ended it on the weekend. Last Saturday, I got to celebrate my friend Joe and my friend Diana's wedding. They came together and got married this past Saturday, and I'm so excited for them. I'm so excited for all the friends that were here to celebrate them and make them feel special. It was a great occasion. Like I said, comment along. We'd love to hear about how your week is going and love to encourage you if you had a bad week and celebrate the good week that you had. So make sure you let us know why it was good or bad too. We would love to hear that. Right now, I want to play a little quiz with you guys. I'm going to take a quiz, all right, to see which Mario character I am.
It's me, Mario.
And I'm hoping I get Yoshi. I love Yoshi, all right? He's cool. He's a green dinosaur, all right? He gets to eat eggs and spit them out. And, he's a dinosaur. Who doesn't want to be a dinosaur? At least I think he's a dinosaur. But I'm going to put the link to this quiz below where you can see what Mario character you are as well. And I would love for you to comment your answers below as I'm asking these questions. Take the quiz with me, and you can kind of guess what Mario character you are. So I'm going to start with this first question, all right? This first question, it says, what is my favorite pasta shape? Now, here are the options. Spaghetti, those long, regular, like spaghetti noodles, spaghetti meatballs. Penne, which is like the tube ones that are kind of cut diagonally. And then there's, I don't know this one. Oh, the little bow ones. I don't know I can't say the actual name. It's like farfaline. I don't even know. Maybe you know, but they're like little tiny Thai bows. Or macaroni, those little elbow ones, all right? So you get to pick your favorite pasta. Comment in the comment section below. I'm going to say my favorite pasta shape, I'm going to go with macaroni. I love macaroni. It's versatile. You can make them big macaronis. You can make them small macaronis, all right? All right, here's the second question. Which country would you like to visit? That is a good question. Here are your options. Italy, Spain, France, or Greece. That's Italy, Spain, France, or Greece. Comment your answer below. I'm going to pick, I'm going to go with France because I took a little French in high school. Don't ask me if I remember any of it because I don't. But comment yours below, your answer in the comment section. Okay, what's your favorite color? All right, here are the options. All right, it's blue, red, green, or orange. All right, blue, red, green, or orange. And for me, I'm going to pick, out of all those colors, I'm going to pick red. I just love red. I think it's good. Sometimes it can be bad, like on cars. Sometimes it looks ugly, but sometimes it looks really nice, right? So I'm going to pick red. What color do you choose? Blue, red, green, or orange? Here's the fourth question, all right? What would be my superpower? What would be superpower I choose? I would love to hear your superpower, but here's the options that gives me. Super speed. That would be helpful, getting to places on time, even early. Flying, which would be awesome because I would never have to spend money on gas and I could just fly over traffic and get to places that I need to. But it also would be very scary because what if my flying power just stops? Start falling. I'm afraid of falling. It's frightening. Invisibility, which would be kind of cool, say you get embarrassed, you could just disappear and no one could see you. Or say you're playing tag or hide and go seek, you can go invisible and win the game. Or time travel, that is an interesting one because you can go back in time, fix all your mistakes, or go back in time and try to do things. It depends on your idea of time travel. If you're Avengers Endgame truther and you think that's how time travel works, then going back in time and changing events wouldn't affect your present. I know, mind blown, right? Crazy. But if you're a Back to the Future type of time traveler, you can go back in the past and fix your future or fix your present. So it depends on your definition of time travel. So for me, I'm going to pick flying just because I think that would be super cool to be able to fly over things, never have to use a ladder or a stool or anything like that. So I'm going to pick flying. All right, here we go. Which Mario is your favorite Mario? Okay, so the options are B Mario, Frog Mario, Metal Mario, or Classic Mario. Those are really good options. And I'm most familiar with the Metal Mario because in Smash Brothers, and you can play as Metal Mario, or you can even turn to a metal character version. But I think Metal Mario is cool because it's the shape of Mario, but he's just all like this metal. It almost looks like the Terminator. So I'm going to go with Metal Mario. All right, and then this is a really out there question, all right? Ask, what do you put on your toast, all right? So comment what you put on your toast. Here are the options. Marmite, I don't even know what that is. Jam, I think that's a Canadian thing, the Marmite. So Marmite, jam, chocolate spread, or I don't like toast. Out of all of those, I do love toast, so I can't pick that one. I usually just put butter on my toast, but I'll just go with chocolate spread because that sounds good. I think of a Nutella. Actually, Nutella's probably better. All right, now it's asking, what is your favorite Sonic character? Is it Sonic, Knuckles, the little red guy with the long hair and the fists, Tails, the one that flies around, or I don't like Sonic? Obviously, the best character in Sonic is Sonic, so I'm going to pick Sonic. So comment your favorite character in Sonic out of those four. And the final question for which Mario Kart character in my quiz, what is your favorite season? Is it spring? Is it autumn? Is it summer or winter? Spring, autumn, summer, or winter? Mine is winter. I love the cold. I actually love when the trees don't have any leaves on them. I think the trees look great like that. I don't know why I like that. It's just aesthetically pleasing to me. But I love the cold. I love the snow. I've never lived in snow, so that may be a different story. But I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. So I pick winter. And my Mario character is Iggy Koopa. He's like the little kind of Bowser-looking guy. He's smaller than Bowser, but he has this like palm tree thing coming out of his head. I'm going to put the link to this quiz so that you can do it yourself at home. I'll put it in the description below to see what Mario character you are. But I got Iggy Koopa. Not really familiar with that character, to be honest with you. So really disappointed I didn't get Yoshi. But I would love to think what Mario character you think I would have gotten in real life. What do you think I look like? Who do you think I act like? Comment in the section below. So we've been in this series called Focus, where it's talking about how we can have faith in God even when we can't see him or even when we can't hear him. How do we believe in God? In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, our memory verse talks about this. It says, faith is being sure of what we hope for. It is being sure of what we do not see. Faith is having confidence in our hope for God and having confidence that God is real for us. That is what faith is. Faith isn't something that we have because we see it or we can touch or feel it. But faith is something that we see or we have because we know it's there, because we know that God has blessed our life, or we know that God has healed us, or we know that God has changed our life for what he did. And so that is what Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 is talking about. I would love to hear what you think that is, or what that verse means to you. And I would love for you to take videos and post it on Instagram at actv.kids and post your memory verse videos there for us to see. And on Facebook, just type in Active Kids, find us, and you can post on there as well. We would love to see you learning your memory verse, which is Hebrews 11, verse 1. And right now, we're going to go to a time where we're going to worship and learn more about God. Before we do, I want to let you know a little bit about what our story is today. Our story is about a man named Paul. But before he was Paul, a writer of the Bible who wrote 2/3 of the New Testament, which is the second half of the Bible, the one where Jesus lived, died, and rose again. That's where we learn about Jesus. But Paul wrote 2/3 of it, mostly after Jesus' life. But before Paul was this amazing follower of Jesus and this amazing Bible writer, he was someone who hated Jesus. He was someone who didn't believe that Jesus is who he said he was. And he hunted down people and even killed them for believing in Jesus. And that's what he did for his life. But today we talk about his journey from hating and not believing in Jesus to becoming a fully devoted and loving follower of Jesus. And we get to see how his life changed drastically due to faith, like Hebrews talks about. But before we do that, I would love to pray for all of you. So if you want, pray with me. God, thank you so much for all our friends and family watching today. Thank you so much for the muscle of faith in our life. Thank you so much for my son that talks during prayer. I love him so much. But thank you so much for faith and how it helps us to know that you are there for us, even when we can't see you, even in the hard times, even when it's dark and it's not as easy to believe in you, but we still have faith that we can hold on to and hope for. We love you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Darkness run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling out your name. You left the glory of your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling out your name. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. You move me, your freedom is consuming. I feel you rushing through me. I'll never be the same. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling out your name. Ooh, every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling out your name.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Acts, chapter 9, verses 1 through 9.
If anyone was set up for the good life, it was Saul of Tarsus.
Greetings.
Though Saul's family was Jewish, he was also born a Roman citizen. Throughout his life, he was known by two different names.
You may call me Saul or Paul.
As a young man, Saul was sent to Jerusalem to study with the famous Rabbi Gamaliel.
Let's see. You have achieved 100% in classical literature, 111% in philosophy, and in ethics, 99%.
Oh, I vow to do better.
Saul became a Pharisee like his father before him. He carefully studied God's law and prayed 3 times a day.
Dear God, help me follow your laws 100% perfectly.
Like the other religious leaders in Jerusalem, though, Saul was caught off guard by the events that surrounded the life and death of Jesus.
Good riddance. Now that fool can't try to overturn God's laws anymore.
Haven't you heard? Jesus' follower says he's returned to life.
They've seen Jesus?
They've seen Jesus.
Those riffraff will slink away soon enough.
Against all odds, the followers of Jesus didn't fade away. In fact, the numbers began to grow.
5,000? You're telling me that 5,000 people are following the way of a dead man?
Well, technically, they think he's alive.
Not helping.
The religious leaders in Jerusalem did everything they could to squash the new movement. They even arrested a leader among the Jesus followers named Stephen. After telling lies about him, they dragged him outside the city.
This man is a disgrace.
Saul stood by and held the coats of the men, who picked up stones and threw them at Stephen, until they killed him.
If Stephen had just let go of this Jesus nonsense, he wouldn't have had to die.
It's terrible. I heard people are following the way of Jesus in other cities too.
What? Inconceivable.
Saul quickly became known for hunting down people who believed in Jesus. When he discovered that some Jews in Damascus were following Jesus, he went straight to the high priest.
This Jesus thing is spreading everywhere.
I'm aware.
They think he's alive.
Hashtag yup.
Someone should do something.
I hope you have something constructive to say.
Give me letters to the synagogues in Damascus so I can arrest all the believers and bring them back here.
Now you're talking.
Saul set off for Damascus with the blessing of the high priest. He traveled with a group of men to arrest the believers they found. After days on the road, they neared the city.
There it is.
We'll make it by lunch.
No, we must take time to pray.
As he did 3 times every day, Saul stopped and turned to Jerusalem to pray, certain God was on his side.
Dear Lord, help me to catch every single one of those despicable Jesus people.
Suddenly, a light more brilliant than the midday sun blazed down around Saul. He staggered, fell to the ground, squeezing his eyes shut against the glare.
Saul, why are you opposing me?
Saul gasped. It felt as though the whole earth shifted beneath him.
Who are you, Lord? I am Jesus. I am the one you are opposing.
The men around Saul stared in horror and confusion, unable to speak. They could see no one, but heard a sound, perhaps like a roar of thunder.
Now get up and go into the city. There you will be told what you must do.
Saul reeled. He struggled to his feet and finally opened his eyes. He saw nothing, only darkness.
What's happened?
You tell us. We saw the light, and you fell, and this sound, and then you said...
I can't see.
What?
I can't see. I've been blinded.
That's not good. Here, take my hand.
Saul grasped the man's hand and shuffled a few steps forward.
Who are you talking to?
I think it was Jesus.
You heard Jesus?
I heard Jesus.
Saul's companions led him into Damascus, where he stayed at the home of a man named Judas on Straight Street.
Want something to eat?
I'm not hungry.
Or water?
Not thirsty.
For 3 days, Saul wrestled with himself and God. He'd come face to face with the very man he knew was dead, but discovered that Jesus was very much alive. Now blind, Saul was forced to see everything in a brand new light.
Hey, welcome back from worship and story time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time and you learned something new about faith and you learned something new about God and Jesus today. I know every time I'll hear the story of Saul going from Saul to Paul, that I learn something new every time, and I feel inspired by what God can do in our life. Anyways, that is it for this week of the Active Kids Show. I'm so glad that you tuned in to join us. I would love for you to share this with a friend, and I would love to tell you guys about two things. Number one, we have Kids Blitz coming up. Kids Blitz is an awesome 3-day experience, and this year it's all online. You can find it on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be going live at 6:30 p.m. every night starting Tuesday, June 23rd, and going all the way to Thursday, June 25th. But it really starts off with Monday, June 22nd, where we have a Kids Blitz parade where you can be able to come to Active Church's parking lot, drive through, and have an experience. We have ice cream. We're going to have video game characters walking around. You're going to be able to pick up your Blitz box, which has everything that you're going to need for an awesome Kids Blitz experience. It has games, snacks, treats. It's going to be awesome. You're not going to want to miss the Kids Blitz parade experience. We will love to see you there to pick up your Blitz box. And let us know that you're coming by registering, all right? So grab your parent, click the link in the description for Kids Blitz, have them fill out all the necessary information that you're going to need for Kids Blitz to let us know that you are going to be here to pick one up so we can have one ready for you. And finally, if you're new and you're watching this, we would love to connect with you and send something awesome in the mail. Grab a parent, click the link for if you're new, and fill out any necessary information so we can connect with you and help you feel connected with Active Kids. And finally, we're so excited to be relaunching in 2 more Sundays. On June 28th, we are back live in the room here at our Active Church campus here in Yucaipa. We are so excited to be back. It's going to be a clean and safe environment, but it's going to be the same fun Active Kids and Active Church experience that you expect from us. And if you haven't been, we would love for you to check us out. We're going to make sure that everything's clean and safe for you. But like I said, it's going to be the same exact awesome experience. So join us June 28th at 9 a.m. and 10:45. And then join us live on Facebook and on YouTube this Sunday. Grab your parents and watch Big Church. 9 a.m., 10:45 on Facebook and on YouTube until we come back to the room. There's such a fun and awesome experience. Comment along. We'd love to say hi to you in the comment section there as well. We love you guys. We'll hope to see you next week.